Hey everybody, it's Tuesday. You know what that means. Tacos.
Tacos?
Tacos are tasty.
Tacos? No one
Tacos are
told me we
very...
were getting tacos tonight.
I had some for lunch. Tacos are very tasty. You know what else is tasty? The Game Tasty Show.
That's right.
Making its triumphant 2019 debut, the podcast of NerdBacon.com, the tastiest place to get your gaming fix on the internet. We are back, boys. I am one of your hosts, the esteemed editor in Awesome at NerdBacon.com. I am Jeff Roth.
And I'm Dave the Watchman.
And I'm Level Up Justin.
Oh, and we are coming to you live at twitch.tv/nerdbacon, mixer.com/nerdbacon, the NerdBacon YouTube channel, Smashcast at NerdBacon, also an audible form, in audio podcast form, on Spotify, on Anchor, on Stitcher, on Podbean, wherever you get very soon iTunes. It's a work in progress. We will be there. It's a 2019 goal and prediction. We will be there.
We might get blacklisted by Apple.
Maybe, but
that'll be on me.
But welcome to everybody tuning into the podcast. We are boys. I just saw you guys a couple of days ago for the excitement that was the Nerd Bacon Game of the Year awards that we had. If you missed it, the video is live on YouTube right now. Also, we should have a link to it on the site here before too long.
That's right.
It was exciting.
Oh my goodness!
Yes, it was very exciting.
Yeah,
I was so excited that it was exciting.
Yeah, it was exciting.
I was excited for like days afterwards, and now I'm
still
getting more excited thinking about
palpable.
it. Yeah.
But the podcast has been on a hiatus through the holiday breaks, and because they fell on Tuesdays, and we do our shows on Tuesdays. Well, we were on the holiday break and the Game of the Year stuff, and so we're back. How do you feel?
I feel great. I was pretty exhausted after the Nerd Bacon 2018 Game of the Year Awards Spectacular that was on Friday night. And boy, oh boy, like Jeff Roth says, if you haven't checked it out, if you didn't get a chance, head on over to YouTube, check it out. I guarantee you it is 2 hours of your life that you will spend. But otherwise,
that's a good guarantee.
Yeah, I like that.
It is not a smart broadcast, but it's a fun broadcast, darn it. And I would put it up against anything that any of the big boys are doing, like Kind of Funny or Easy Allies or anybody like that. I think we were pretty fun.
Shots fired.
I love what they do. I love what we do.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Justin, how you feeling, man?
I'm feeling pretty darn good. Just finally getting back into the groove of everything and had a weekend off of work. So now I'm just ready to rock and roll and get back into the swing of everything. And
now, did you grow your beard in one weekend?
I did not.
Are you making your own whiskey? You look like you're on top of the mountain.
I am not. I am on day, oh man, I could do a count here. I'm in like the 60s for like just not shaving.
Wow. Is there any particular reason, or is this?
I always do no shave November just because I can, because I do maintain a slight beard, like you guys. But that's over, so I just kind of continued it on.
Nice.
See, with my beard, it goes real fast to this and then just stops. Like this is the limit, and then it just goes
like a way of life.
Yeah. But let's kind of go over with the past couple weeks since we've been on hiatus. I guess let's start with the fact that Christmas happened a couple weeks ago. Fellas, let's talk about one thing that you got for Christmas that you are super excited to get. Dave.
I am super excited for my Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, that huge special edition art book. The one that comes with like the replica spirit orb. It's right behind you.
It is
right behind me. Yeah,
it's that
big blue guy behind me there. So I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, I got to thumb through that, and it's very impressive. Every time I look at that, I want to go back and play the game some more.
I know, right? Ugh. I need more Breath of the Wild in my life.
It's a slippery slope. Justin, I think I know where you're going with this.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably say my Street Fighter 2 arcade 1-up machine. I wanted to get it set up right away, but with having a family and traveling and doing everything, I really didn't get to set it up till Sunday evening.
Wow.
And so finally got it set up, and that's
show it off. Turn your camera and show it up.
I'm gonna make
play
everybody
real
sit.
well. If you're on Spotify, play real well.
It's over there.
There you go.
It's over there. That's probably what I'm. Great for the audio listeners, I know, but that's probably what I'm most excited for. There's a couple other things I'm really excited for, but that's probably the top of the list.
How hard was it to put those things together? And I thought you were gonna stream your construction process.
I was gonna stream the construction process. The only reason I didn't was because I couldn't line up like time and having the little one and doing all that. I was like, you know what? I just got to. I mean, I'm never gonna get it put together at this point.
You're blaming your child already.
Yeah.
Did it?
Take it apart and put it back together now.
It's actually really not that bad. I thought about talking about it, at some point, like a little more in depth, but it's really not bad. When they told us it was like a real 45 minutes, I mean, I would say between 30 and 45. It wasn't bad at all.
Sure.
The instructions are really well done, so pretty straightforward.
And we'll get back to that company here in just 1 second. They had some big news recently. Me myself, besides all my Overwatch pop vinyls, I got this amazing computer desk that will raise and lower with the push of a button.
In the future.
But also, I told Dave about this. Again, great for Spotify listeners. The Legend of Zelda Encyclopedia.
Yes.
Look at that.
Which comes. It looks just like the cartridge. Again, without this game, I would not be sitting here right now.
Oh, absolutely.
But this is a good find for me. I love this thing to death. So
very nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'll thumb through that, and I like looking at it.
And you guys were talking about books. I should have just went with a book because I got the Street Fighter 30th anniversary, like the collector's one. It looks like the arcade machine book from my mother.
Oh yeah.
So very nice.
I should have just said a book. We all could have just said we got books for Christmas.
Yeah, there we go. We all like to read. But yeah, getting back to Arcade 1-Up, those are our friends over there who we've had the pleasure of meeting and chatting with in the past. They put out their next wave of games that they're releasing, and oh boy, I want all of these. First and foremost in my mind, that Mortal Kombat 2.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my god!
I think there's more than just 2 in there.
It is. There's 3 games on it.
Yeah. So I've seen the list, right?
Yeah, I've seen the full roster. So I got lucky enough to I saw that they were going to announce it. I happened to just 20 minutes later go to their website.
Sure.
And I was like, oh my goodness, somebody effed up and there's all their releases right there. So I took a screenshot of it and shared it out there on the Twitterverse. And Mortal Kombat machine is Mortal Kombat 1, Mortal Kombat 2, and Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3.
Nice.
Oh, that's legit?
That's legit.
Oh, I'm so buying that.
That's legit.
Your eyes just lit up.
Because UMK3 is my favorite of that.
Yep.
Same
generation.
UMK3 is the one that I spent the most time playing growing up as far as the MK games.
Jesus, I'm buying it.
It's got the artwork for MK2.
Yes, that's legendary.
On the arcade machine. Yeah, and so that was the first machine that's really shown. The second machine that they showed off, which they kind of teased 5. The second machine that they showed off was the Final Fight machine, which is which we already kind of knew about because that was supposed to be part of their 2018 Series 1 releases. Right. So in the series, it's going to be in the Series 2 releases. And all these, just so you guys know, all these releases start in February.
Sure.
The only one I know for sure that won't be right off in February will be Mortal Kombat. That is slated for a September release.
I'm saving my money right now. So that Final Fight one includes also 1944. That have Ghosts and Goblins, I think, on there too.
Yes, it did.
I'm going off of their artwork here. There's one more that I can't read.
I believe so. I can't really
Strider, read. Yeah, there's like 1943, Strider, Ghosts and Goblins, and Final Fight.
Okay.
Yeah,
I would play the heck out of a Final Fight arcade machine.
That's an awesome machine.
I think that's an awesome machine as well. The third machine is the third machine is probably not only a big get, but it's kind of been the more talked about and kind of controversial machine in the sense that either you like it or you don't. Sure. But they got a Golden Team machine.
I don't like it.
4 different. Okay, reset, Eric. Calm down.
Don't like
it. They've got 4 different versions. They have Golden Tee.
Wait, is this the Gymquisition?
So there's Golden Tee 2K, Golden Tee 99 and 98.
Yep.
Golden Tee is a staple in any bar arcade establishment, so that's actually a that and like a Super Strike Bowling or Silver Strike Bowling.
I think at this point, if you don't have Golden Tee, Super Strike Bowling, or a deer hunting game in your bar, I think you get your liquor license pulled. At least here in the state of Iowa.
At least, especially in the state of Iowa.
Yeah. You don't have one of them 3 games? Sorry.
You don't have Buck Hunter?
You don't have Buck Hunter?
No Buck Hunter, no license.
Where's Buck Hunter 2K?
Surf High C.
I'll take Hydro Thunder instead.
Ooh, Hydro Thunder's so good though. Xbox 360 live arcade game right there. It would be so awesome
if they can graduate to doing like sit-down arcade cabinets, and so you think you have like this ultra deluxe $500 like Crazy Taxi / Hydro Thunder bundle or something like that,
right.
or Arctic / Hydro Thunder bundle.
Yeah, like San Francisco Rush when you're in the car.
Ah, yes.
Some Lucky and Wild. And last one was Space Invaders and Karate Champ.
Yeah, so Space Invaders looks like the 40th anniversary.
Yeah.
Kind of artwork. It's a pretty cool looking machine, and then the Karate Champ, which they do not have artwork for.
Right. That's a separate machine. It's not. So Space Invaders right now looks like that's the only thing in that machine.
Yeah, that's the only one. Now, I'm not going to poo-poo on it, but yeah, Space Invaders is that's the only machine or only game on that machine. Really cool. I think the artwork is phenomenal for the machine.
It looks
it's really
fantastic.
Cool. That would be more of a piece that like would just look good. Mm-hmm. And then and then Karate Champ again. We don't know anything about that one. If there's going to be any other games on it, or if it's just Karate Champ, or even what it looks like. But those are the 5 releases.
Of those current 4/5, which one would you buy, and why is it MK2?
For me, probably MK2.
Yeah. It's going to be the MK2 or the MK. Technically the MK trilogy, the machine. So that'll be the one I buy, and like I said, that's slated for a September release, but that'll be for sure the one I get. I am interested in the Final Fight machine.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, sure.
I was gonna say
I love Final Fight.
I could be persuaded very easily to get that one instead.
And they're not extremely large, as we already know because we've seen them in person. But like putting it actually
right next to you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we got to see it at Evo, but then also putting it in like in the house. I'm like, oh man, I don't know how this is going to really pan out, but it's really nice. I do wish the risers were more available. Hopefully they're going to do a little more production for that, but
sure.
Yeah, they're really cool.
No, I'm saving up now because that MK machine is finding its way in this place when it comes out. I'm looking forward though. What do you want to see from them? Because they're not done. There's a couple more that are yet to be announced. I think for me, Jam Blitz, NBA Jam NFL Blitz combo, or a TMNT, Simpsons, even like go for like Sunset Riders, like that'd be amazing if they had a Sunset Rider machine. But as far as those Konami beat 'em ups, those TMNT, Simpsons, that kind of thing, or X-Men,
yeah,
that would be amazing. I don't.
Hard to do though.
Yeah, I don't know if they would be able to get the licensing for those. I think that's going to be their biggest hurdle.
That's going to be the biggest chunk, right? Well, and I was getting a little excited because when they did like the hashtag for their reveal, they said "stay tuned," and they spelled "tune" TOONED, and I was like, so that's like, interesting.
Cartoon.
And so I don't really see any of these games that like really stick out as tune, but unless maybe they were just going, maybe there's something else. I would say that all the Konami beat 'em ups, or like if they threw in like the Simpsons arcade game, I also have a soft spot for that one. I really like that one. But if they did a Blitz, NBA Jam, like sports combo, what if they put WrestleFest?
Ooh.
Something like that out.
I was thinking just a split second ago, and it escaped me just now. It'll come back to me. So hold that thought.
Boy.
Keep talking.
I'll take a Tekken machine.
Yeah. Which Tekkens would you, if they could do 3 Tekkens on one machine, kind of like a la Mortal Kombat 2 machine? Which 3?
Tekken 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, 2, 3, and 5 for me.
Ooh, okay.
Interesting.
The problem is like 3 is the best, obviously, but all of them like they all pale in comparison now to Tekken 7. Tekken 7 is so good.
Yeah, for sure. God, it's gonna kill me if I can't remember what I was thinking of just then.
Oh
It'll
no.
come to you. Let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on. So again, Arcade One Up, we're cool company, cool people, support them, and also give me an MK machine, please. Dave, you had some news from the Nintendo side of things.
Oh, golly. Everybody is going nuts waiting for the Nintendo Direct that they assume is going to happen in January. Hey, what's up? Oh, that's you. Huh.
I was
saying hi to
Dave,
Kiko.
I see that. So anyway, everyone is assuming Nintendo is going to have yet another Nintendo Direct in January, as seems to be their custom now. But then they went and tweeted out a bunch of announcements today. So now there's speculation of, was the Direct canceled? Is there going to be a Direct? I don't know. Among the announcements today, Dragon's Dogma, Dark Arisen.
Yep.
That was announced for the Nintendo Switch. That's coming out April 23rd. There was a new minigame/trailer announced. Hey, what's up, Cell Runner? There was a new minigame/trailer announced for Travis Strikes Again. I think that's out in February. Mm-hmm. Then there was a release date for Yoshi's Crafted World, March 29th, along with
finally.
Yep. And then Kirby 3DS will be out towards the beginning of March. First off, Yoshi's Crafted World. This is like a game that they are not hyping whatsoever.
No, it's kind of it's rubbing me the wrong way. I'm like, you guys just stopped caring, didn't you?
Well, and the weird thing about this game is I have my wife has a coworker who, when it was first announced, they pre-ordered it, and then it was delayed. When it was delayed and pushed back, and then it wasn't even really named, and she would ask like if I knew anything. I was like, I don't know anything. Like, you guys knew as much as I did. Even the inside information that we really couldn't mention wasn't anything really. We had no idea. So the fact that they're just now putting release date out, there's really no hype behind it.
The only thing that I've really heard is that they switched developers.
Oh, right.
So that's why there was this
big
delay. And they've hardly talked about this game at all. There's been no like advanced demonstration that I can recall. Maybe there's one during a treehouse at E3, but it's not ringing a bell. So I don't know. That's a weird one. But the point is they made all of these announcements on Twitter today. So that's kind of leading people to wonder what's going on with the Direct. Is there a Direct for January as there has been in the past? If so, is it just, oh my gosh, all the Switch fans, right? Oh my gosh, is it just so packed full of stuff that they have to get these smaller announcements out there now? Oh, megatons. I really don't know.
I think all these megaton announcements come out once the new Switch comes out. Because they're gonna hold back all the big stuff so that you buy their new revised console.
Right, which I don't think they're going to talk about until like April of next year at the very earliest. Maybe not even until E3.
But you said next year. It's this year.
It is.
I know.
Year.
Oh, sorry, April of this year.
Yeah, let's clarify.
We're living in the future.
I know.
We're living in the future, brother.
In the future. Any other news bits you want to jump on here real quick before we get into our the bacon of today's show, the predictions of this year and recap the ones from last year?
Nothing over on my end. How about you, Level Up Justin?
Just a shout out. It looks like we had a viewer over on Mixer who sent over some, I think they're like Sparks or what? Yeah, the Sparks.
Hey, sweet.
Sent over 125 Sparks.
Wow.
Well,
thanks for that.
Yeah.
So thank you to Beat You Down 32.
Yeah.
Yes, Beat You Down 32. Justin, thanks so much for monitoring the Mixer chat. I wouldn't see if we got Sparks or not. So
beat me down with Sparks.
Appreciate
I got you.
So Dave, you did the painstaking thing. Before we get to this year's predictions, you went to last year and gave our predictions out there. Judging by our past, I'm assuming we screwed up here too.
Whew. All right. Well,
good start.
I was actually a little surprised. I think I did the worst. I definitely did the worst out of all of you.
All right.
Because I was playing large crazy ball, and you guys were playing reasonable ball. So,
sure.
I mean, if you want to play reasonable ball, but I like pie in the sky. All right. Here's our recap of 2018 predictions.
Okay.
We did this. I think we split this up into a number of rounds.
Okay, I forget all this, by the way.
Okay.
All right.
In round 1, I predicted that From Software was actually the company working on Metroid Prime 4.
Okay.
That prediction did not happen.
No, it didn't.
Justin,
working on that, by the way.
they haven't announced.
Okay.
So it could still come true. I could
Okay,
still
could come true just in 2019.
Yeah.
So carryover prediction, maybe a bonus point for the show.
Most of my predictions are carryover. Oh man. Like 20 years from now, I was right. All right. Justin, in round 1, you had a 2-part prediction.
Oh boy.
You said
Overachiever.
Microsoft would announce a new MechWarrior game and a new Halo game that would not be titled Halo 6.
Look at you. Look at the brain on Justin.
Microsoft did not announce a new MechWarrior game. However, they did announce Halo Infinite.
It's not Halo 6.
Now,
It is not Halo 6.
Now, Justin, I'm going to give you a bonus point.
Oh.
Because even though Microsoft didn't announce it, because I think you were confusing Mech Assault with MechWarrior.
Okay. Yeah.
Mech Assault was the action game that they produced on the original Xbox console.
Yep.
But a new MechWarrior game actually was announced at the end of last year.
Oh.
I'm giving you the point, brother. I'm giving you the point. Nobody saw that coming.
It wasn't Microsoft that did it, but it got announced.
I say I'd be happy with the half point on that one. But.
Jeff?
Hi. This is pretty
I
bad.
think it's so obscure, though, that you deserve a full point.
Yeah, you do.
Jeff, in round 1,
Uh-oh.
you said it's time for us to go back to the shadows. It's time for us to go into our nightmares.
Oh, boy.
It's time for the resurrection of Darkstalkers.
Yeah.
That did not happen.
No, it didn't.
All right.
Still could. It's okay.
This just didn't last year.
In round 2, I said it was time for a new Killer Instinct. That did not happen.
No, but I did unlock the Killer Instinct theme horn in Forza Horizon 4.
Oh, well, that's cool.
It's awesome. Also, the Windows XP shutdown music is not my horn.
Oh, well, that's cool. Justin, in round 2, you said 2018 would be the year that Sony announces PlayStation Network name changes.
Oh.
You got it. They did announce that last year.
Why? It's a layup. I bet Microsoft has an announcement.
Jeff.
Oh, God.
You, in round 2, stated that Anthem determines BioWare's fate. Now, we don't know for sure. That one's still a dangling participle out there.
Yeah.
But I said, to piggyback onto that, I stated I didn't think that that game was a 2018 game and that it would be out in 2019.
There you go.
So I'm giving myself a point. I
feel like I'm getting ganged up against here.
You know
All right,
what?
this is
I don't
round 3.
actually disagree that Jeff's completely wrong anyway, but
This is round 3. This is round 3 now.
All right.
This is where we started going to crazy town just a little bit. All right. I said that Sony would resurrect a blast from their past.
Okay.
Sure, they got Medieval coming out, but it's time to go to the well. It's time for Legends to be reborn.
Oh, boy.
I said Sony would resurrect Legend of Dragoon.
Okay.
It's so stupid. It's so stupid. That did not happen.
Okay.
It didn't happen.
That did not
That's
happen.
okay.
No, but Spyro came back.
Justin, I'm not going to give you a point for this because this was too much of a layup. You had managed to convince yourself somehow that Spider-Man was a long ways off.
Yeah.
But one of your predictions was spent stating that Spider-Man would be out in 2018. Now, obviously, you were right.
Duh.
I have to see why I said that. I don't remember.
That's what you said. That was
Were
one
we
of your
questioning what?
Spider-Man will be out in 2018.
Oh boy.
I'm not giving you that one. Sorry. Jeff.
Hi.
In round 3, you stated that there would be a port of PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds to PlayStation 4 and Switch.
Okay.
So, didn't happen for Switch, but it did happen for PS4, so I'll give you a point on that.
Yes.
Hey!
On the board.
Finally, round 4. This was our last round. I went all the way to Crazy Town, and I said Retro Studios' new project was going to be revealed, and that the new project was going to be a brand new Earthbound game.
Oh, yeah.
We did not see anything from Earthbound. We did not hear anything from Retro Studio except a rumor that Star Fox Racing is what they're working on. So no points for me.
Okay.
Justin, you threw out another 2-parter.
Oh, boy.
I'm Justin.
I know. I'm Justin. I get 50 predictions.
Into one entry.
Justin, you said
not much has changed this year, boys.
You said we would see a new Splinter Cell announced.
Balls.
Oh, yeah.
That did not happen.
And then you just pick a title from a hat. You drew a number from a hat.
Also said we would see a new Division 2 announced.
No, that happened.
That did happen, but I'm only giving you a half point because I don't want you to get cocky.
Right.
Jeff, you went to the suburb of Crazy Town.
I effed up.
Looney Lane.
Yeah.
You said we would see a brand new Duke Nukem game. But you know what? I'm going to give you a point, Jeff, because we are getting a new Duke Nukem movie. And that was announced last year.
Yeah.
And that stars John Cena as Duke Nukem. That deserves a full point. All right.
Hey, there we go.
There was also a bonus round.
Mm.
Will Smash be new or a port of the Wii U version?
Ooh.
I said that whatever they do, it was going to be sped up. And be like the gameplay was going to be sped up and be like a mash between Melee
and 4
and Wii and 4.
Okay.
So I'm giving myself a point.
Of course you are.
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
Justin, you said it would be sort of a Mario Kart Deluxe style port. Which, you know what? I could see that as being true.
Yeah.
Could you call that? I would see it as true. So
Yeah.
I'm giving you a point.
I'll give him a point.
Okay.
Jeff.
Oh, boy.
You said if the game is new, it's not going to be out in 2018. However, you also very offhandedly, and I was shocked, dude. I was shocked. You offhandedly said they would just add Ken. And they did. They did. They did.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
I also offhandedly joked in one of these rounds that DOA 6 would be announced, which it was.
Yep.
And we played it, yeah.
And we'd get
just got
new
pushed back.
beach volleyball game announced, which it was. There was a new Dead or Alive beach volleyball style game. So,
jeez,
that got announced.
I didn't know that one.
That Fortune came out. Oh, am I?
Anyway, it's because it's notable because it's coming out on
What?
Yeah. You can look this up.
Justin,
look it up.
I'm assuming you already have.
Keep me honest.
And got your pre-order in now.
I will be more than happy. Do you know what it's called, or is it just Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball?
Just Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball Nintendo Switch. It should come up.
All right, give me 1 second.
All right.
Made by
While you do
David
that, Jeff, you came in admirable with 3 points.
Hey, I'll take it.
If I can count that beach volleyball, then I came in with 4 points, and Justin, you squeak by with 4.5 points.
Hey-ho.
And you are our big winner.
But we're all at least evenly smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't as bad as I thought.
There we go. All right.
There was a Dead or Alive Extreme 3 Scarlet for PlayStation 4 and Switch. It was announced at the Dead or Alive Festival in 2018. It will launch on March 20th, 2019 in Japan.
There you go. See?
But not worldwide.
Pre-orders opened on November 19th.
They keep holding the best stuff from us over there in Japan.
I know. I'll input it for the Switch.
It's easy. It's easy to have a Japanese account.
That's true.
So, with that being said, let's do this year's predictions.
Oh my goodness! I just laugh.
4 rounds, as per usual, or in Justin's case, like 8 or 9 rounds, whatever he wants to take.
Yep.
4 rounds each, probably bonus round, like last year. I will start.
Oh!
Whoa!
So
wow!
So
I'm
Dave
excited.
I am excited to start. So Dave, write this stuff down.
All right.
Because I will forget this after this streak.
I'm like Woken Matt's scribe.
He's coming back, by the way, isn't he? Isn't Matt Hardy making a return here pretty soon? Or
I don't know.
He was on Twitter saying he's going to come back.
Just real quick, Cell Runner says if he has to disappear for a reason, he does have 2 predictions for racing.
You know what,
games.
Cell? Just go ahead and take my mojo and just start, okay? You type
just
stuff
so you
in
know.
chat. Well, I
just so you know.
Jeff, what's the first prediction? Let's go.
Go ahead.
So I kind of hinted at this over at Dave's place. I forgot they actually did announce the last character of Tekken 7. Because it's Julia coming later on.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, Sal, go ahead and type that in while I talk. It's serendipitous that the Tekken season is wrapping up here, and Street Fighter V is not having any more season passes just yet. Because my prediction, Capcom is indeed working on a new fighting game. That fighting game is the long-awaited and much anticipated Tekken Cross Street Fighter.
Okay.
That's actually Namco's project.
It would be Namco's project, but Capcom's obviously going to help them out with their characters.
So released or revealed?
Revealed.
Okay.
I think Evo is the perfect place to reveal Harada-san on stage saying, hey, here's a new wave of Tekken. Everyone goes, oh my gosh, Season 3. Nope. Tekken Cross Street Fighter.
All right. I like it. I think that's actually possible.
I do too.
I'm going to give that a thumbs up.
Agreed. I'll give that a thumbs up. I think that's actually pretty possible.
There we go.
We know it's out there. We just how far along?
It has to be out there, right? Like, man.
Although he claimed in a recent chat that it's still only like 30% done.
Yeah, I thought that too.
And that's enough for a teaser.
That's true.
There you go. All right, Dave, I'll let you go next.
All right. I'm going to stick with fighting games for just a moment.
Okay.
Capcom is working on a fighting game.
Oh.
No, I'm not going to say Darkstalkers, even though I still think it's coming. But the reason that there's no Season 4 of Street Fighter V proper announced yet is because they are going to release Super Street Fighter V this year. And bonus, it's not just going to be PS4. It'll be all systems.
Ooh, all systems go.
That makes sense. Switch as well?
Yep.
Okay. That makes sense. That does seem probable, logical with Capcom working with Microsoft with Devil May Cry. I could see that.
How will they screw up my fight money this time?
That is a good question.
You can't transfer it between platforms? No, I don't know.
Oh.
You don't get much anyway.
Theoretically you could, because you've got like the Capcom Fighters Network, so
yeah, it's true.
They could somehow transfer that information over.
Anyway, I would give that a thumbs up. I think that that I could see it totally happening. In the case of this, one of ours will happen, means the other ones will not happen.
We cancel each other's out.
Right. Yeah.
All right. I give that a thumbs up as well. Yeah.
Oh, hey. All right. Level up, Justin. What do you got?
Okay, so I'm gonna let's see here. I'm going to kind of stick with fighting games because I'm going to go with a Smash prediction.
Oh.
I was going to go with something different. I've got a list here of a bunch of predictions, so I'm just picking one out. I believe in all of these DLC announcements, we already know we're getting Joker. Well, Piranha Plant was that bonus. Right. Joker from Persona 5. Mm-hmm. But I think, there's a lot of rumors circulating right now that the next character is a Dragon Quest character with the source code that's been data mined and everything.
Sure.
I think that by the end of 2018, or 2019, around 2018, at the end of 2019, we will see our first Western character announced for Smash.
Oh.
There hasn't been a Western character for Smash. Well, you don't want me to do multiple predictions. I just thought that
no, we
gotta
get it. We gotta get it.
It's
we gotta
you.
Get a name.
We expect it by now.
We gotta get a name.
I'm gonna say that the first prediction or the first Western character will be Banjo-Kazooie.
All right.
Okay. All right.
It won't be Minecraft Steve. It's not going to be Crash or anything like that. It'll be a partnership with Microsoft, and you will see a Banjo-Kazooie DLC. Like you'll get a stage and the character and the music.
Now, Here's the thing. You can only get a half a point for that if it comes true, because I predicted the same thing at the Game Awards. So this is what we call a transferable prediction. I am not going to remember this next year.
No. You want to transfer that? There you go. Okay. Go ahead and transfer that, would you? While we wrap up our first round, Cell Runner's two predictions were, say, that Project Cars 3 being announced alongside the slightly Mad Box with the new Mad Box console that was announced by the CEO. And secondly, saying there are rumors that there's be no Forza Motorsport 8 for the Xbox One. So predicting that the Forza 8 will be a launch title with the new Xbox. Which will be released this year, he says.
That's what he says.
All
right.
Interesting.
I'm going to say no.
I'm going to say the gist might be right. I don't think the Xbox comes out this year.
I'm going to say I'll give you thumbs up on the first one. I'll give you thumbs down on the second one.
Okay. I think it's probably a launch title, but not this year.
That gives me an idea for a bonus question.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Darn it, because one of my predictions could have to do with this.
All right, then I'll save it.
Kind of mine as well.
Okay.
Round 2. Ready?
Yep. Round 2. Fight.
I'm going to pull a Justin.
Yes, do it.
I predict that Sony will announce the PlayStation 5 right before E3.
Oh.
Okay.
Because everyone's talking about it at that point. With a release date in November.
Wow.
Okay, so you're saying announced and released this year?
Yes, I'm saying it's announced before E3 with a November release date, just in time for that wonderful holiday shopping.
Okay.
Very bold. A lot of people saying no, not till spring of 2020, but I like what you're thinking, because I wrote back in October, November that PlayStation 5 was a 2019 release. So since you're backing me up, that's a thumbs up, Magah.
I'm feeling good. I'm being out of the box and putting some specifics on this, and totally did not come up with this about 5 minutes ago. I thought about it earlier today.
I will give you a thumbs middle.
Okay.
Because I would give you a thumbs up that's going to be announced, a thumbs down for a release date. So I'm going to piggyback off of what he just said for my next prediction, and we'll go a little out of order.
Before you do that, should Jeff only be eligible for half a point on that if you were eligible for only half a point?
I don't really care because
I'm gonna win this one. I swear to God.
This stuff is made up and the points don't matter. There, Drew.
That's true.
The 2018 predictions are in the past, so if you want to give us both half a point, whatever it is, what it is. But
all
I'm
right.
like,
zero-sum game.
I won't. All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We'll just go 2019. So I'm just piggybacking because my number one prediction on my list here is that Microsoft will announce their new console before Sony will announce their new console.
Oh,
okay. To continue on, because this is one of my multi-parters.
Okay, yeah.
So they will announce it before Sony to get the jump on and continue their gamer-centric decisions. But neither Sony or Microsoft will release new hardware in 2019.
Wow.
So two-parter there.
Of course.
Absolutely. I'm shoehorning myself in because I can only get half a point if one of those don't come true.
Isn't that funny? The only new hardware is going to be the Switch S.
Switch S, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because the Mad Box might be, the only other thing that they really talk about, but who knows how.
At some point, we need to actually look into that and see what the heck he's actually talking about. Like doing 4K, doing VR, 60 frames per second per eye.
Yeah, 120 frames per second, supposedly.
And like what VR are they using? Are they using the Vive? Are they using the Oculus? Are they using, PSVR technology? What are they using for that? We don't know.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, so with my prediction, it's not that I don't think that it's possible that a new hardware releases this year. I just think it'll be announced and then released in the following year. We'll have enough of a layover.
Yeah, so here's how we work. One of us predicts something cool. The other one just morphs it so that then they're right. Because God forbid you go out on a limb. Let's just say, nah, easy way out. Do that, but a little bit differently.
I went out on a limb last year.
That's true.
Hey, it's time for my round 2 here.
I mean, in fairness, I did predict that we're going to get NCAA football at the Game Awards. So, I mean,
I don't know where that came from, but hey, you try.
A
Bless your heart.
All
also,
right.
shouts to Clemson. That's champions, baby.
Yes.
There we go.
Finally. Somebody
All
else
right.
on the album.
Speaking of announcements, not at E3, but definitely overshadowing E3, will be the forthcoming announcement of Apple's arrival into the gaming space.
Okay.
It
I
will
like
happen
where your head's
at WWC or WWDC or whatever their conference is that occurs after E3 in June. But it will happen this year. I think there will be big partners involved, but I don't know who yet. But that's coming. That's coming.
Okay. All right.
I like where your head's at. I'm going to give you a thumbs up.
Oh!
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a thumbs up because...
Thumbs up all around.
Well, because we all kind of know it's coming, right? But, there's no inkling that it's coming this year. We don't know that. But, what better time for Apple to throw that out there than right after E3, especially if E3 is anything like last E3, and we know Sony's not going to be there. So if it ends up kind of being a turd...
And I think that's one of the reasons why Sony doesn't want to be there. Because I think they know Apple's coming in, and I think they have heard the plans on the back channels. Maybe even Apple told them that they were going to announce it, this thing after E3.
Sure.
So maybe they don't want... Yeah, maybe they want to wait and hold off and then announce until after Apple announces. I think Sony is more concerned about Apple and Google than they are about Microsoft at this point. And I think Microsoft is more concerned about Apple and Google than they are about Sony at this point.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I hear you. Do you want to recap our first 2 rounds, or we go on to round 3?
We can go ahead and recap.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, sorry, that's me.
All
All right. In round 1, I forgot, I'm writing it down. All right, in round 1, I said Super Street Fighter V would be launched, and that it will launch for all systems, not just PlayStation 4 and PC exclusive.
Super
in
Ultra
round
Tournament
1.
Arcade Edition.
Alpha.
In round 1, Jeff said that Namco was working on Tekken Cross Street Fighter and that it would finally be announced in 2019. Justin, only eligible for half a point in round 1, said Banjo-Kazooie would be the
He's
first
so determined.
Western character announced for Super Smash Bros.
He's
Ultimate.
so determined to win.
Yeah.
In round 2, Jeff said PlayStation 5 would be announced prior to E3 2019 and that it would be released in November of 2019.
I said
Justin
those words.
stated that Microsoft would announce their new console before Sony does, and that it would not release in 2019. And then, so you're saying Microsoft announces prior to June, Sony announces prior to June.
I'm saying Microsoft will announce their system before Sony. So I don't know if Sony would announce whenever that is in 2018, and then neither their systems will come out in 2019.
Okay.
Both new hardware will be 2020.
You know what? I'm changing mine to a thumbs down on that. I don't think they announced before Sony. I don't think they can, because if Sony...
Going out on a limb.
Yeah.
Gotta do it.
I guess...
I think Sony's further in development, I feel.
I guess if Sony... Yeah, I think you're right. I think Sony is further in development and launches earlier, so I think that's too much of a gap for Microsoft to announce their console. I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Oh, now it doesn't
matter.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. Only half a point.
Yeah. If I can't win, it doesn't matter.
All right. I'm very competitive.
No.
And in round 2, I said that Apple would be announcing their intentions to enter the gaming market at their WWDC event in June, I believe, after E3 2019. And that they would have partners with them in tow that would be very surprising. But I did not give anything on partners because I don't have anything on partners.
Right.
Yet.
Okay. Round 3.
Round 3.
Fight! My prediction.
Ah.
Again, we'll circle around Anthem.
Oh.
Okay. All right. All right.
Because I predict that Anthem will receive some Game of the Year nominations.
Wow.
Okay, I'm with you on this. Okay.
I think not only will this save BioWare, but it's going to get some Game of the Year nods. Maybe not win, but we will hear that name brought up at this next year's Game Awards.
I like where you're headed. I was going to say one of our bonus, maybe tiebreaker questions should be we should predict our Game of the Year for 2019 now as a bonus tiebreaker.
Okay, that'll be bonus question 2.
Hey!
All right, now bonus question 3.
Bonus question 76.
Damn it, Justin, and your 2 partners.
Let me write this down.
I like where your head's at. I'm going to go ahead and give you a thumbs up. Dave played it. I didn't get to get into the alpha. Dave got to play the alpha. He said he liked it. It was really pretty.
Yeah, to sway Dave on this one, I'm like, okay, it's doing something.
Yeah. And I think that the team that they have working on this really knows what's at stake for this. I think, Jeff, your prediction in 2018 about this making or breaking BioWare could actually be true. Because I think that this game really is going to make or break BioWare. I'm not saying that, as a whole, maybe they all go under, but EA does have that track record of obviously, if something doesn't go well, then that studio closes or falters or whatever. So I could definitely see this game getting some Game of the Year nods, and I'm going to give you a thumbs up on that.
Sweet.
I think Anthem is shaping up to be a good game. I actually was excited for it after playing the beta. But
he said was.
I'm giving you a thumbs down. I'm giving you a thumbs down that I don't think it's going to get any Game of the Year award nominations.
Okay.
I think it will be a good game. I think the damage done to EA has been too great at this point to save them, and I think it doesn't save BioWare.
What if do you think this game has any chance of being good enough to save Face at all?
There's a chance. But
I mean, because there's saying,
always that chance.
They're saying all the DLC, everything I've been hearing is they're saying the DLC is going to be free, everything's going to be open, you're not going to have to, it's not pay to win, it's all going to be player centric. So if they do it right, I wonder if they could maybe save a little face here.
Yeah, there's a chance, I hope it does. I really hope it does.
Same.
I'm skeptical that it will, though. With that said, though, it's a fun game to play. I like the mechanics of flying around in Anthem in the beta that I played, or I guess it was an alpha that I played. Mm-hmm. I love the flying mechanics. The shooting, the combat sections are fun. On a base PlayStation 4, it still looks like, holy crap, this looks amazing for
Nice.
just like a base PlayStation 4 game. So I can't imagine what it would be looking like on those, snazzy new NVIDIA RTX cards that are out there.
Right.
Ooh,
Right.
man. Oh,
Talk
by the
about
way,
tasty.
speaking of news items, they announced the RTX 2060 on Sunday
Yes.
night.
Yeah.
$350. That's it. $350 for that graphics card.
That is cheap.
Oh, tasty. And then they announced like there's like 50 different RTX laptops that are going to be coming out by the end of 2019. It's just ridiculous. Like,
Yep.
I totally want one now. Anyway.
Yeah, for that price, yes.
All right. So that was your round 3. Who wants to go next for round 3?
Go ahead, Dave. I jumped in front of you last round. Go ahead.
That's all right. Okay, so I'm going to go to a game announcement.
Okay.
Another game announcement.
I am ready.
All right. I think there's a reason we've been seeing this teasing between good buddies on Twitter. Those good buddies being David Hayter and Cam Clark.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a reason that they got together and did a little Christmas Metal Gear poem.
Okay.
And I think that is
What's the
because
reason?
I think that's because the remakes are coming. I think it will be announced this year that a remake, at least of Metal Gear Solid, is coming out for all systems.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a thumbs up. Kojima did just also tweet or Instagram, one of the two, about how he played the Metal Gear Solid on the PlayStation Classic and was talking about how he made this game so many years ago and everything. And, not saying that he can't reference his own game, but we know the bad blood that's there, or that we assume it was there.
Right.
For him to say anything and for this to come out, you guys were super stoked for it. I give you a thumbs up. I think it's going to be revealed this year.
All right.
I'm gonna go thumbs in the middle.
Thumbs in the middle.
Yeah.
Thumbs in the middle.
I don't know if it's happening this year.
In the middle.
Why don't you just thumb me in the middle? I mean,
That is
Whoa.
the Game Tasty show for this week. Thank you for watching. You'll only see me next week. So,
Oh, balls.
I don't think it's happening this year. I think
man.
there's still
Not
some
even revealed this year?
No, I think
Where's your
there's
heart?
still some bad taste in the mouth for what has become of the Metal Gear series since Kojima's departure, and he's busy working on Death Stranding, and there's just maybe the thing is that Cam Clark and David Hayter appear in Death Stranding.
I don't think so.
Who won't appear in Death Stranding
Yeah.
at this point?
I read Kojima stuff and think nothing of it, like, because it's Kojima, and I go, whatever he says, the opposite is true. Like,
Right. You say the sky is blue, and you look at it like, no, it's not. Wait, wait, what?
What
Do I trust him?
What if it's not entirely up to Konami? What if it's not up to them? What if somebody's money hatting a port or this remake?
There's some behind the scenes business dealings to get that license from Konami.
Well, and yeah, where are they at financially and, business wise? Like, are they in a place where they could use a little bit of boosting,
Well, I don't know. I don't think Konami is necessarily in trouble, but
No.
they like
But like
money.
maybe good word and money at the same time. Like save face with the fans.
What if Nintendo money had it and said, "Hey,
on the Switch,
yeah,
Metal Gear Solid on the Switch."
I mean, they did have Twin Snakes. That was exclusive.
Yeah.
It's possible. I'm just
I
saying
give
we're
thumbs
going to
up.
see Metal Gear return, and it's not going to be that crappy Metal Gear Survive.
Just still, I want to watch the world burn. I want to kind of play it. Just
Hey, get it on clearance.
Target,
Get it on clearance over at Target for $9.
That I can easily pay less than $10.
You want me to go pick it up for you on lunch tomorrow?
You know what? We should
Sure.
pick it. We
Sure.
should just pick it up and stream it together.
All right,
Jeff,
I'll do that.
I will stream it. I would stream it with both of you, or even if it's just Jeff, I would pick it up and stream it with you.
All right,
just
I'll go pick
because.
it up for you tomorrow.
Sweet. It's
Oh,
still like $30 on Steam. They just had the Steam sale. It just ended. It was like $15 in the Steam. So I was like,
Maybe I'll buy it if they still have a copy of that Resident Evil game. Resident Evil 7. Anyway, all right.
Jeff,
Justin, it's your turn.
is it my turn?
3. Yeah. It's really organized well tonight.
Yeah.
Yes, it's okay.
Their first show back,
So I'm gonna go with another a game announcement, kind of a la yours, Dave.
Oh, nice.
Maybe a little bit. I feel like it's kind of layup-y, but I kind of put another like spin on it, I guess.
Okay.
So at the Game Awards, we all thought Metroid Prime Trilogy HD was going to be released or revealed, right? Never happened, whatever. So I say in 2019, they will announce it, and it will be released in the same year, along with a new trailer for Metroid Prime 4. However, Metroid Prime 4 will not be released in 2019.
Ooh, all right.
So Prime 4 will not be out in 2019. I do think, though, in this new trailer, we will find out who is working on it.
Okay.
If we want to kind of just, I mean, that doesn't necessarily be a prediction, but we talked about that as a last year prediction. I think we'll finally find out who it is.
All right. I like it.
It's been long enough.
It's been way too long.
Yes.
But let's go back a little bit. You were saying about Metroid Prime, the trilogy gets remade?
The Metroid Prime trilogy will be remade, the HD, like an HD remake. It'll be announced and released in 2019. So it will not only be announced, but it will come out in the calendar year.
All right.
And we'll also get a new trailer for Metroid Prime 4, which I said will not be out in 2019.
I'm pretty neutral on trilogy remake. I don't know if it's happening. I've heard somebody say it's not happening. Our friend out on the plane says it's not happening.
Oh.
Yeah. But I think I'm starting to agree with you on Metroid Prime 4. Although a website found a listing on Walmart Canada again that said Metroid Prime 4 was out November 29th.
Okay.
Let me take a look and see what.
Well, I'm screwed now because that's real.
Yeah, who knows?
Walmart Canada's been like 9 times out of 10 already.
Yeah. They don't lie up there, eh?
That is a Friday, actually.
Canadians don't lie, eh?
Yeah. Huh. Interesting.
No. I'll stick with it because I made it. I'm not turning away now. Walmart Canada, damn you, but I'll stay with them.
Wow.
Oh man, I've also heard our friend out on the plane state that there's no. I think in his predictions for the year, he said no trilogy remake is happening.
Right.
I think that was a honeypot that was released to try and root out some leakers before the Game Awards. Yeah. That was a theory posted on a certain forum out there, and everyone poo-pooed it, and I just laughed because I'm like, no, that's exactly what happened. The theory was that Nintendo released this false information to some leakers that, or some false information that they knew would get picked up by leakers that Metroid Prime Trilogy was going to be announced because they wanted to try and find out who was leaking information. It got poo-pooed on this certain forum, but that's exactly what Nintendo did.
Yep.
Anyway, but our friend out on the plains says that a new 2D Metroid might get announced.
Yeah.
So if that happens,
I've heard some rumblings.
Super Metroid remake. Follow what they did with Samus Returns on the 3DS a couple of years ago.
Oh,
that'd be cool.
I would just melt for that.
I'd be very down for that.
I'd lose all sorts of poops. All right, that's it for round 3. We got Metroid Prime 4 in 2020, Trilogy in 2019. We've got Anthem gets Game of the Year nominations and saves BioWare, and we've got new Metal Gear Solid remakes are arriving. Now it's time for round 4.
Okay.
Who wants to take round 4?
All right, Jeff Roth, go ahead.
Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna.
Oh,
I'm gonna do it.
Up. He's manning up.
I'm gonna do it.
He's manning up.
I'm gonna do it.
He's gonna do it. It's things coming out.
Half-Life 3 gets announced this year.
Oh, he did it!
That was actually on my list.
It tasted so good coming out, didn't it?
Yeah. I think this is the year Half-Life 3 happens.
All right.
As far as announcement goes, it's not going to come out until next year at the earliest.
Okay.
But I think this is the year.
What makes you say that?
I just feel something in the air tonight there, Phil Collins. Something I just feel like I was watching that the No Clip documentary about Half-Life and Half-Life 2, and I feel like there's some buzz now, and Valve needs a kick in the ass. Because Artifact came out and people are enjoying it, but it's not the world beater that they think it is. And right now, Counter-Strike is still big, TF2 is still a thing, but and Dota 2 is still, the biggest MOBA out there. I mean, second behind League of Legends, but it's still pretty big. But damn it, they need something, especially now that Epic Games getting into the storefront side of things.
Yeah.
Valve needs to step a game up, and what better way to blow the doors off of the industry than have Gabe Newell walk on stage at E3 or the Game Awards with a crowbar in hand and say nothing. He could just say nothing. Here's Gabe Newell plus some of the writers are coming back to Valve.
Yeah, that's what I was going to mention. Mark Laidlaw.
Yeah.
It came out just this week that he's back with Valve. So for all those reasons, I think you're absolutely right. And actually, that was going to be one of my predictions, was that Half-Life 3 was getting announced. I think you're absolutely right. Valve definitely needs to make some headlines, especially with Epic getting in the space. They're trying to make some headway into China. Plus, I am pretty certain that Valve is working on their own VR headset solution. And with that said, they need something to push it. They've always said that they're not going to do Half-Life until there's new technology behind it. And now that VR is arriving, especially there's like a new technology now where eye tracking is becoming much, much better.
Right, they're putting that into the Vive Pro, this new Vive coming out. They're putting the eye tracking in it.
Right. So with that now being implemented, I think you're absolutely right. Half-Life 3 finally gets announced this year, and I better cross that off my list.
And I tell you what, looking at myself here, I look like Gordon Freeman. This is ridiculous.
You might be Gordon Freeman.
You give me a crowbar,
I'm pretty sure you are.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Dave on this one too. I'm going to give you a thumbs up. And my reasoning was the same exact things, except for there's been a lot of talk about this, like the Steam, VR and something finally coming this year. So not only that, but I think, with the Epic Game Store coming in and doing a lot, the revenue sharing a little differently, they're going to need to maybe drum up some business in a little different way. They might restructure their revenue sharing as well, but what better way than being like, you know what? The fans want it. Half-Life 3 with the new VR headset.
God, you're talking about breaking the internet.
Oh,
like that. All you need is Gabe Newell plus crowbar. The internet breaks.
Yep.
Guaranteed.
Yep.
Yeah.
I want to watch that live. I want to watch that moment at some convention. He walks out and.
That should be the thumbnail for our predictions episode.
Where did they announce it, though? Where did they announce it? Did they announce it at E3? And if so, whose stage?
E3 or Game Awards, right?
E3 or Game Awards. Yeah, it has to be a big thing.
I think Game Awards is where I would put it.
Yeah.
Or I guess it could come at Game Developers Conference.
Yeah.
Because Valve's not really beholden to Sony or Microsoft or anything like that, unless they're going to partner with somebody.
I'll give you one name. Jeff Keighley.
Yeah.
He can do it. He can pull it off.
But what's to stop them, though, also from announcing it at the International, their big Dota 2 tournament?
Right. I say doing their own kind of thing.
Yeah, like the final day of the tournament, you have a personality walk out. Oh, I found this in the garage.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think they would do it for a Dota tournament, personally.
Gabe's take away from the
I think it's either Game Developers Conference or like you said, Keighley could do it, and I think it could be
if Keighley can get Reggie and Phil and Sean on stage together, he can get Gabe.
Plus, isn't Gabe Gabe Newell trying to get out of the industry, like trying to retire from the industry? Like, isn't this, or is he on his way out? I thought I heard a rumor that said he was kind of like getting more hands off and letting the
I think our friend in the plains has said that he wants to retire.
Okay. What better way to go out and ride off into the sunset than
announcing?
Yeah, get off my back.
Let me go deal with my knife collection.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like that. I like that prediction a lot.
I don't know, man. And I could cosplay Gordon Freeman. This is pretty good, actually.
Speaking of retiring, or at least getting close to retiring, you know who I've been wondering when that inevitable retirement date is going to come up for?
Miyamoto?
Yeah. He's getting close. He's got to be close to 70. I think he was pretty close in age to my dad. So
you wonder what his swan song title will be? I'm assuming a Mario game.
I
right?
wonder.
Yeah.
What's that?
I assume a Mario game.
Yeah.
At the end, say, thank you, Shigeru.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, well. Okay, my prediction's done. Half-Life 3.
Half-Life 3. All right.
Not coming out this year, but announced this year.
Okay.
All right. Who's going next?
Go ahead, Dave.
All right. I'm going to go back to Sony's camp for a minute.
Okay.
Yep. Sony.
It's a good camp to be in. They announced those sales numbers.
It ain't too bad. All right. So after looking at patents and things like that, I think that Sony will be announcing some sort of portable aspect.
Okay.
Either a portable aspect to PlayStation 5 or a new standalone portable machine will be coming out. So that's my prediction. New portable announced from Sony.
Some sort of new portable element, either with PlayStation 5 or standalone. Okay.
Right. Because there are too many patents out there. They're patenting new cartridge technology. They're patenting new cameras and screens and stuff like that in their DualShocks. So they're either building something baked into the PlayStation 5 or they're just building like a new portable itself. One of the two. But Sony is the bottom line is Sony is looking at hybrid. They're looking at the success of the Switch. And the Switch, if anything, they're about to overtake the PlayStation 4 install base in Japan. Mm-hmm. So they're looking at that and they're saying, all right, this is not just something that's going to be, relegated to a niche market. We gotta do something to counter that. So that's my prediction. Something portable from Sony is happening. Okay. That's kind of vague, but kind of specific.
I'm going to say it's baked into the PS5. Yeah. I don't think it's going to be like a Vita 2. I think they've learned from their mistakes of the PSP and the Vita. The fact that they're good systems, but in a world dominated by mobile phones and the 3DS still kind of being the one still mainstay, Sony's already getting into a crowded place, and they wouldn't make a Vita 2 or an equivalent of that. So I think if it's a portable thing, it's baked into the PS5.
So you're giving it a thumbs up?
I'm gonna give it a.
That could get a middle thumb. I'll take
middle thumb. It's not a standalone portable thing.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna give you like a thumb, like 3/4, half,
Wobble
because
thumb.
I'm the same way. I think it's gonna be with the PS5. I think Sony sees the success of the Switch, and with whether we like it or not, mobile gaming is a giant. There's a reason Apple's looking to get into the market.
Yeah.
Mobile gaming is an absolute giant. There's a reason, like I said, and with games like Fortnite and PUBG being on mobile, you can play anywhere. With Xbox saying you're gonna be able to play anything, anywhere. Why not? PlayStation's got to challenge them somewhere, right? Got to challenge the Switch. Got to challenge mobile phones. What better way than say, you know what? You can take this device that connects to your PlayStation 5 and play your games on the go. And then, somehow it won't be like the Switch, so to say, but it'll be some sort of aspect. So I like where your head's at.
All right. Well, good. And plus they had made statements earlier about how they're researching 5G technology and stuff like that. So I don't know. I'm leaning more, like Jeff said, towards like a portable aspect baked into PlayStation 5. But
same. Yeah.
We'll see.
I agree. I agree with you guys.
I think there's something happening there.
Okay.
All right.
Did we get Justin's? Yeah, Justin.
I think it's Justin's turn for round 4.
Round 4.
Okay, so I'm gonna go. I feel like this one is kind of layupy. You guys tell me if it is. I have other decisions. Otherwise, we need to change it.
Think.
I'm gonna go to the Xbox camp, Microsoft. Microsoft Game Pass will get its first and continued support of a major third-party title released on day one. So like an Assassin's Creed day one or Splinter Cell day one. Because right now they release first party titles day one or second party like with like Ori, Forza, Crackdown, but like a third party meaty title will be revealed that's going to be on Xbox Game Pass day one.
Wasn't Anthem like on Games Pass day one?
Well, Anthem's coming out in February. And that's part of the EA Origins Access Premier.
It's part of EA Origins Access Premier. Yeah, it's not part of Game Pass, I don't believe.
And maybe it could be, for all we know.
I can do a little look too. I can do a quick Google search. But
I feel like that's kind of layupy. I want to see you go out on a limb.
Yeah. What is it? There you go. There's your second parter. What title is it? Yes, there you go.
Well,
get Limmy for us.
Let me go here. Let me look at mine. So, do you want me to go with a game? You know what? Most of my other ones are game, just like straight games. All right.
Gotta give me something.
I'm going to go with this. So, in 2019.
All right.
I'm excited for this.
Here's what's funny. I could go with one that would make you laugh, or I could go with one that would be a little more like.
Go with one that'll make me cry.
We've got the bonus.
You're the master of stuffing 5 things into one.
I don't have a lot of those this year. I only had a couple. So this is what I'm gonna say: a new BioShock.
Okay.
Will be announced and revealed at E3 2019.
Okay. See, there you go. See, you're trying now.
Well, and see, the thing is, with the Game Pass, with the Game Pass one, like there are third-party titles, but they've got to do something to bring in, like, okay, so like Dave was talking when we were doing the Game Awards deliberations. There was a reason that Xbox had was nominated for like one of our like biggest disappointments or whatever, where there was no exclusives, right? So like the exclusives that are coming, we know are going to be day one. So I was like, well, you know what? What big deal would it be if they were like, you know what, you can play like the new Assassin's Creed or the new Call of Duty day one on Game Pass, and it's not like, you can play it anywhere else as well, but you can play it day one with this as well. So, but I did feel I was kind of layupy, but with the BioShock one, like it's been a while, right? We haven't heard from BioShock since Infinite, the DLC for Infinite.
Right.
And I just have a weird feeling. When I was doing some research, I was like, that's a title we haven't heard from in a while. So I think we could see a new BioShock released, and it won't be released in 2019, but like I said, revealed by E3 in 2019.
Okay.
All right, we'll take it. So that's 4 rounds. Do we want to do bonus questions?
Sure.
All right. Bonus question number 1. What will be Microsoft's big game of 2019, assuming there's no new Forza Horizon?
Or Forza Motorsport 8?
No, sorry. No Forza game.
What
fills in the hole?
So, I mean, we already have Gears 5.
Yeah, I was going to say Gears 5, right?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Never mind. Cross that one off.
And isn't Halo Infinite still trying to come out this year?
No, I don't think Halo. Well, there's no word for sure.
Okay.
That's Xbox 2.
I think that's. I think that is
okay.
Which it wasn't good. I put it on my announcements, but like, since I don't think that they're necessarily going to announce any launch titles, but I think that Microsoft's launch lineup will include Halo Infinite.
I mean, Gears 5 is the answer to your question there.
Yes, Gears 5.
All right. Then here's the real bonus question.
Got it.
What will be the game of the year 2019?
At the Game Awards, right? Is that what we're doing? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Jeff. Start her off, buddy.
Well, I'm looking at what's coming out this year.
Oh, yeah, good idea.
We really don't know. There's not a
we
whole
don't
lot.
know. We don't. There are quite a few titles that we know about, but there's nothing that like
Oh man,
is like Red Dead.
Yeah. Cell Runner says new time splitters for Xbox. My God, I hope so.
Ooh,
We've talked about that game before.
That is definitely
we
a
did.
game that's coming back.
Yep.
Yep.
THQ Nordic bought the rights to it, so it is in development.
Nice.
Well, I'm looking at what's coming out that has been announced, like an actual date that's coming out this year, and what I would put right now as what would be the game of the year.
See, the one that I want to kind of wait on mine, but the one that I have in the back of my mind isn't announced for 2019.
Yeah, like part of me wants to say if Ghost of Tsushima comes out this year, that's definitely up there.
Yes, I agree with you, 100%. Dave, do you have an idea?
Yeah. I'm kind of in that as well. If Ghost of Tsushima ends up being a 2019 game, I've got a strong feeling that that's going to be game of the year.
I agree with you guys 100%.
There are some rumors that were floating around saying that The Last of Us Part 2 was confirmed for this year. I don't know.
That might mean PS5 is confirmed this year.
Right. It didn't look good though, right?
There's just so much. No, it looked really good, but
I don't know.
I mean, if you look back on the showing they did at E3, I mean, it wasn't great, but whatever.
Yeah.
What if Cyberpunk comes out this year?
Ooh. Again, if that comes out this year, contender.
I will be surprised.
Yeah.
That's my answer. Cyberpunk is game of the year.
All right.
I'm going to lose it because I want to say Ghost of Tsushima, but you guys both said it. And the first game that popped in my mind when I thought of it was Cyberpunk. I think
we can never all three agree. We have to go 2 versus 1.
That's okay. I'm okay with that.
Yep.
Got to go out on a limb, Justin.
I still say it's coming out. In late June. Death Stranding, game of the year 2019.
Okay.
Here. Do we anybody else want to do like funny honorable mentions? Anybody else any honorable mentions?
Sure.
We can do it for like I'm talking about for like our predictions. Jeff, what's your game of the year? 2019. What'd you say? Ghost of Tsushima?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's 3 different games. I like that.
Yeah.
Anybody
if
got any?
If they come out this year.
Right. Which is interesting. All 3 of us pick games that don't have confirmed release dates.
Yeah, really not a whole lot does.
No, not really.
I mean, we
very early in the year does. You got like what, February 15th is that Giant Day, right? Is it 15th or the 20 something?
Well, 15th got a little bit later because Dead or Alive 6 got pushed back to March 1st.
True.
But it's still pretty packed with Crackdown 3 and Far Cry New Dawn and Jump Force and Metro Exodus on the same day.
Isn't Anthem in there as well, or is it the day week after?
22nd.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. Early in the year, we've got some good releases, but...
Well, let's look into that. So January releases real quick. January 11th, this Friday, we get Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story plus Bowser Jr.'s Journey on the 3DS. The best Mario and Luigi game is getting a revamp on the 3DS.
Yes.
Also, same day, new Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, which will include Mario Bros. U and Super Luigi U.
Yep, I'll be picking that up as well.
On the 18th, Ace Combat 7 Skies Unknown, PS4 and Xbox One, as well as Travis Strikes Again. On here, it has as January 18th.
Oh,
nice. Travis Strikes Back. No More
I
Heroes.
might get that one.
Interesting.
On the Switch. January 25th, Resident Evil 2 for PC, PS4, Xbox One. And
the beta or the demo. Do you guys see this demo announcement?
Yep. Yeah, demo's coming out
January 11th.
Demo is out this Friday. Did you guys read into like the details on this demo?
Yes.
It lasts a half hour.
It's a half hour. It's one shot to go in, kill some zombies, complete the demo. If you die, you can come back, but your timer doesn't reset. Once your half hour is up, you're done.
What?
That sucks.
You get 30 minutes. It's supposed to be like a one shot to kill, get the mission done, and survive. You get 30 minutes. If you complete the mission, you unlock a exclusive trailer for the game.
Oh my god.
I'm not even joking.
Oh my god!
It kind of sounds kind of cool if you think about. It sounds kind of cool if you think about it, though. You get 30 minutes to just go and complete a mission in a demo instead of just like a real like brief demo setting. So I get like 30 minutes, but but you can spread it out or play it all in one sitting, I guess.
Anyway,
but 30 minutes isn't that long, so.
And then January 29th, the day we're waiting for, Kingdom Hearts 3 drops on PS4, Xbox One. They finally count to 3.
Do we think that game gets any Game of the Year nods?
Maybe for like soundtrack.
Oh, yeah. I was saying, I think it's like ends up being like a solid 8 kind of thing.
It'll be a good game.
My last prediction is that next week we will have a very special guest.
Oh, yeah.
Joining us as part of the motion capture team at NetherRealm Studios, who has worked on such classic games as Mortal Kombat X and Injustice 2. A friend of the site, good friend of ours, Nick Toussaint, will be joining us next week. We'll get a peek behind the curtain of what it's like to be a motion capture man at NetherRealm Studios. So we'll chat with him next week. Also, on my personal Twitter page, I'm going to post a question of the week every week before the podcast. This week's question, I've already got some responses. It's Taco Tuesday. How do you like your taco shells? Crispy or soft shell?
The only right response is soft shell.
Soft shell.
Okay, see, I'm with you guys, because if you get a crispy one, it's fine, but if it breaks, then all the stuff inside, you have like a giant tortilla chip, so all the stuff inside just falls.
Plus you get a sharp edge and it stabs your gums, and I hate
Exactly. Or you used to like Taco Bell, throw some refried beans around the outside and put them together, whatever.
Yeah, so if you want to vote on the poll of the week over on the Jeff Roth Twitter page, we want to engage with you. Sometimes it'll be stupid things like that, sometimes it'll be gaming related, and we'll have the results up every podcast week.
Awesome.
Fellas, any parting words you want to say before we take it on home this week? Dave?
Nothing that I can really talk about.
Wonderful. Justin, you were having some saves there.
I was just gonna say, like, for honorable mention, I wanted to mention I put in here Death Stranding will not release in 2019. I did not make that a prediction.
Yeah, I'm kind of within that one.
And I put a new Splinter Cell game will finally be revealed at E3, which is why I was laughing, because I was like, I keep just hanging on that Splinter Cell thread. And my last honorable mention is F-Zero will get a new game announced in 2019.
See,
which is probably not going to.
I don't know if that happens. I don't know if that happens because of Starbucks Racing, if that's real.
I know. I was going on a limb.
My honorable mention is that we actually get to announce the new Rocksteady game.
Oh, yeah. Boy, I forgot about that.
And I don't think it's DC, and I don't think it's Harry Potter.
Okay.
I think it is Harry Potter.
Okay. But either way, we'll get Rocksteady's new game announced this year.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Awesome.
I think the big question is retro.
Yeah.
Right.
What
retro do?
How many projects are they working on?
Are they working on Metroid?
Are they working on new Punch-Out?
They're not working on new Metroid.
No.
I don't.
Are they working on? Is there a Mother 3 out there?
Arms 2?
There is a Mother out there.
Yeah.
It's not retro, from what I'm told.
What if Retro did a new Punch-Out and they used the Joy-Cons as like you do to Arms? What if that was the prototype for a new Punch-Out?
That's my bonus prediction. New Punch-Out announced this year. I'm not even kidding. That was on my list.
Is it really? Oh, nice.
Did you read my damn script yet?
I haven't had a chance to.
God bless it. Man.
I got it.
There's one game I want to mention briefly I picked up last week that I cannot stop playing. It's a game from last year. Taiko no Tatsujin drum session for the PS4. Dave knows my love of Taiko drumming games. So I picked up the PS4. It's at half price. I think it's still half price, $25. And the soundtrack is fantastic. I played a song from Tekken 7 against Heihachi in the game. It's fantastic.
Oh, nice.
Highly recommend Taiko no Tatsujin drum session on PS4.
All right, boys, let's say goodnight.
Yep, so next week again we'll be joined by our good buddy Nick Toussaint from NetherRealm Studios. We'll discuss his time with MKX and Injustice 2. Same time, 8 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Eastern. You can find me personally at the Jeff Roth Twitter page. Also at twitch.tv/JeffRoth. I might just have a late night stream tonight once we wrap up this podcast. So make sure you're tuning in to the Jeff Roth stream. Also on Twitter, and of course nerdbacon.com for the latest from me, Dave.
You can find me at Dave the Watchman over on Twitter, and if you haven't checked out our Game of the Year 2018 Game of the Year Awards Spectacular, be sure to do that on YouTube, and there's a replay on Twitch. Otherwise, check out all of our stuff on nerdbacon.com, but that is it for me.
Justin.
All right, you can find me at Level Up Justin on Twitter, Instagram. Otherwise, you can find me at nerdbacon.com, like Dave said, or check out the Facebook page at nerdbacon, or check out any of the awesome content out there on Twitch, Mixer, or YouTube. I am going to be making a return very quickly to doing some streaming and making some content finally with the new year, getting things settled at work. So, yeah, hopefully going to get some things going on.
Sweet. Okay, hang on. So thank you all for watching the podcast this week. We'll be back again next week, same time, same channel.
I want to see where this is going.
Oh, we're good. We're going to see you guys next week.
Where's
Everybody
this
take
going?
care. Stay game tasty, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Extra game tasty, guys.
See you guys.